All right, let's have a conversation about twin flames. Karmic relationships, soulmates, all the good stuff in the spiritual community that everyone loves to get confused about. Specifically, twin flames. Full disclaimer, I speak only from experience. I never thought I would experience those programs on the planet. That is exactly what they are. They're programs of limitation to lead to expansion of self, of God within. That's it. They're reflections of another human soul fractalized, another version of yourself, of God embodied with the heart coherence that are meant to expand your light and your awareness by doing what? By casting the shadows that you still need to work upon. But also proving that which you really truly want in this single incarnation through all of your experience, through relationships, through patterns, through multi-dimensional awareness, and healing all of that. So it's important to note also that I have not watched or read shit about twin flames the past 6 years of my experiences, because I've been so deep in them and focused on myself outside of the noise of what everyone likes to talk about with these programs. So in a sense, I'm 6 years blind, but recently I got on Facebook and I'm looking at the conversations and people's opinions about all this shit, and I'm just like, holy shit. Like, people are so deep into it. And then I looked further and I saw there was some mainstream like documentary or something about it, which I did not watch whatsoever. It gave me the most lower chakra sexual distortion, hijacked negative entity vibes you can imagine. Now, how that was actually perceived, I don't know. Like, were they exposing it? Were they talking truth about it? Like, was it just like a hit piece, like a reality show thing? Was it exposing a cult? Like framing it in a bad light? I don't exactly know. I'm assuming it was kind of all of that, but the bottom line is, if it's resonating from a lower chakra frequency of lust, greed, even desire, like, not that desire is awful, but the twin flame program, what those people don't understand, it's cosmic, and they're probably all operating karmic programs and lower density contracts within their soul essence. So even the people producing those things and not understanding the totality and heart coherence of what those programs are really meant to do at a cosmic level. So just to state that, I first came across the twin flame program in 2018. This woman came into my life in the summer of 2018 who started talking twin flame talk to me. Not to me, but about another dude. At the time, I had no idea what that even was. I dismissed it. So part of this video is going to be sharing my experience in hopes that it could actually speak some truths to people out there and help them as well to understand what is actually going on, because it's wild. And 6 years ago, I uncovered this, but I never thought it would actually happen to me. And that's not to put it on a pedestal or anything of that nature. It's just divine timing in its purest form, which, if you're experiencing twin flame programs, know that you've set this up for yourself so long in advance, and that everyone's experience is different. So that's a key focal point with it as well. because it doesn't just manifest from this single incarnation, guys. It's multiple lives, multiple experiences, multiple incarnations, multiple twins. That might trigger some. What do I mean multiple twins? You can only have one twin flame, right? Oh my gosh, you only have one twin and you're supposed to be so romantic and be with that twin the rest of your life, right? And it's supposed to be all fucking lovey-dovey, right? No. That could very well be a false twin and your confirmation bias and wanting that romance and that desire and everything just to be hunky-dory and cool and amazing and lovey-dovey is blinding you to actually maybe encountering your own twin and actually healing your soul where you actually have to heal your soul. So, which many of those can actually be karmic relationships. So then you have this heavy bond, this soulmate, this karmic relationship bond from previous lives, and you think it's a twin. So first and foremost, the clear identifying factor of that is it is really a twin flame consciousness coming together is that your heart literally explodes within the first minutes, couple hours, day, 2 days, whatever. There's an integration of, you actually cannot talk and express words to it, and the heart is communicating with that other human heart, that other fractal of yourself, of God in a human vessel, that I've known you since the dawn of creation. That's the feeling. If you don't have that feeling and that deep, deep, immediate love from the heart chakra, it's not a twin, guys. It's not a twin. If you don't have it and you're pushing it, if you're forcing anything, it's not a twin. You can't force the twin flame program, the divine union of that. It's not meant to be forced. It's meant to just happen in divine timing for your highest good, for your own expansion and your own healing. And that's where the human ego gets trapped and gets caught up in the karmic relationship cycle, in the soulmates. I mean, guys, we have tons of soulmates. Your soul family is your soulmates. It's a recognition. It's a comfortable feeling with them. Your karmic relationships are those that you've had exactly that, all kinds of karma with in past lives. So there might be good things, it might be shitty things, and you might actually feel those energetically. Which, by the way, all twin flames are karmic relationships, but not all karmic relationships are twin flames. And that needs to be enunciated like heavily, because it's inevitable. The karma comes with the twin union. You guys have been experiencing tons of lives together for thousands of freaking years. And it's just, do you seriously think you only have one twin? You've been dancing on this earth and in the cosmos for thousands of millions of years, and you only have one fractalized soul that's your twin? Guess what? There's another level beyond that. It's called the twin ray. And that's kind of the upper echelon. That's when the twin is a fractalized version of yourself, of God, and there's multiple. But when you meet the twin ray, and here's where I put that other layer on there, it's all twin rays are also twin flames. It's like all twin flames are also karmic relationships. It's like a hierarchy pyramid. But the twin ray is the top, and there aren't multiple of those. And not everyone is going to incarnate and experience that. That's extremely specific, and you're meant to work together energetically on a mission-oriented perspective. Whereas the twin flame is, you're meant to heal your own shit through witnessing emotions and triggering in the other human soul, and then be gone. Bottom line. Like, it's all for lessons, guys. So everyone's experience is different too. So it's like, if you have this twin flame union and you think you're supposed to be meant together in this life and for eternity in this life, then so be it. But I'm telling you right now, that might be a continuation from past lives. Or you're supposed to go another couple lives with this other human like this until you actually recognize, like, oh, we're not supposed to be together. We're actually supposed to be healing our own shit and evolving. Like, this is all multidimensional. It's multiple lives. And that's where people and their egos, you know, the human ego is a son of a, it just loves to trap things and simplify it in a linear way. And it's like, we are so complex, and our souls come into this human density of limitation, and we are so much more. So it's the expansion that really I welcome all to look forward to, versus the limitation of I only have one twin flame. You know, even further, I'm looking for my soulmate, right? How many people on the planet are stuck in that? I'm looking for my soulmate. It's like, oh man, good luck in another couple lives, I guess. Like, I mean, to each their own. There's no judgment. Everyone's path is their path. But know that certain people come into this incarnation with contracts to meet multiple soulmates and multiple twin flames, multiple karmic relationships, and ultimately the twin ray. And that's not romanticizing that echelon, that twin ray, or glorifying it in any way, shape, or form. Quite the opposite, actually. The twin flame program, as if you're watching this, you've probably experienced a lot of it, is quite arduous and quite deep. And it can actually fucking take years off your life, to be honest. Because, as you know, the pushing, the pulling, the talking for months, the not talking, the heightened romanticized states, and then that not being there, right? So briefly, just to share my experience, I went through 4 twin flames until I met my twin ray twin flame. And that was for 2 years. And it got to a point where my higher self and my guide said, this is not reciprocal, we're cutting it. And I woke up in November over Thanksgiving, it was 2 years in, and I felt a complete split from the heart. And it was a cutting of the cord, essentially. And we had a mission to work together. It's still a quantum possibility, but right now it's on that shelf. And how it pans out, it's up to us. Whether it's going to work out for our mission, and I'm not talking in a romantic way, I'm talking about service to others, lightworker perspective, mission on this planet for our human souls and the divine feminine and masculine embodiments. So you might even be in a twin flame, think it's your twin flame, but truly your twin ray, you know? And that heart coherence, that explosion happens with that as well. But the main point of this video is to just enunciate the discrepancies between the karmic and the twin flame, because it is the hardest energy to discern, especially if you're letting your ego take control. Because everyone wants that romance, that activating and also aggravating feeling to continue. It's just like there's a draw to it, right? Because you're staring at another aspect of yourself and God embodied that has a fractal of your heart. And of course, you're going to look at them dead in the eyes and say, I've known you since forever. I love you unconditionally forever. But that's not the end fucking goal. The end goal is to heal your own soul and move on up the ladder. And that's it. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. You know, the karmic relationships are really meant for this earth plane only. And the twin unions, the healing is much more multidimensional. Yes, the earth healing is substantial and needs to be done, but we're quantum beings. We're multidimensional. There's no linear answer to anything. Understand that, specifically with relationships and all the experience on this earth. Additionally, the twin flame program is not always with the opposite sex as well. Meaning, I'm a straight male. I can have another twin that's a male who is also straight. But that same heart coherence of I've known you since the dawn of creation, occurs. Because why? It's multidimensional. It's not confined to this earth reality. It's cosmic as And that's another key differentiating factor, guys. Back to the heart, it's devoid of sex, its gender doesn't matter. Now, most will be opposites, for that's how we kind of trigger each other the most. And also, it's the male might carry a more feminine embodiment and the female might carry a more masculine energetic embodiment. So it's that dynamic as well. And this expands multiple lives. You all have probably danced this dance, also switching genders in previous lives. And so here, you're here in this single gender incarnation, seeing that opposite gender with those opposite energies, replaying that game that you've done for so many lives to heal the self, to embody the light of God within, of your high expression of forgiveness, compassion, and love, right? So that's my little blabble about that. If that resonates with any of you and you made it this far and you actually want some psychic and energetic advice and help and guidance because you're just all over the place with it, push, pull, emotions, craziness, trying to heal, keeps coming back, the person's completely aloof to it, right? Have that one too. One person's usually like, you're my twin, you're shaking them to wake the frick up, and they're just like, you're crazy, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, guess what, guys? There is a subconscious and unconscious healing that needs to go on there, right? There's lessons in everything. So there are different variations and lessons to learn if you've experienced multiple twins as well. I mean, most of it with just one twin is astronomically absurd and you're just like, what the fuck with everything. But that also goes to karmic relationships too. You can get trapped in those karmic relationships and they really don't serve much. Usually those move really a lot quicker though, because the heart doesn't explode, you know, euphorically with the karma. There's a recognition, there's a draw, but it's usually that lower chakra earth draw, whereas the twin is the heart explosion. So yeah, if any of this resonates with any of you guys and you want advice, I do offer guidance sessions and healing sessions to really feel into the energies at a psychic level and where you're at, and maybe where your partner is at as well, to help evolve, bottom line, and help clear things. So it'd be a combination of advice and also my own healing work that I do. So if that resonates, hit me up, shoot me a message, and blessings and namaste.